What's up guys, Games and welcome back to Pro Cyber 2021 for today's official World Championship race. I mean, there's one in real life as well, I know, but there's also one here on PCM. No webcam, because I just had a trim and I'm not gonna lie, it's not it. Now, parkour-wise, Antwerpen, Leuven is in Belgium. It doesn't look like a parkour I really like, I'm not gonna lie. It's quite boring, especially in PCM. But we do not have a start list-ish. We have the entire GB and a man like Tim Soske, Joe, has single-handedly handpicked the riders going to the World Tour, or to the race. So the man has done a madness. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really struggling to find a team to pick. I wanted to take the UK, but I know Joe picked them. I took France and Italy on the recent European Championships. I don't want to take Belgium, because let's be honest, they're too good. I thought about Germany, Poland, Slovakia. I think I'm gonna go Denmark, although they're a bit too easy. Now, Bonnie, we're going Slovakia. Peter Sagan for the win. Are we gonna see a world champion with Total Energy? Kinda hope we don't. And it'll be a +1 for Peter Sagan. It's a +2 for his brother, UCI, whereas it's -2 for Eric Bashka and I think Patrick Tibor. Now, not all the teams are here. Joe has warned me. I think the teams such as Ireland aren't here, Mongolia, Thailand, those teams are not present. That is sadly a fact. But overall, I mean, the man has done a great job. You know what? Fucking fair play, Joe. You're the goat. But we've already got some attacks in this early race. The riders that want to show themselves on this World Champ, Sylvain Tillier, the former runner-up of Paul-Web. We've got Nelson Andrés Soto, you've got Nick Schulz, you've got Nizu, Nielsen, Paules, Thomas Colley for New Zealand, sorry, Bob Perry. I mean, everyone's trying to do something. Pascal Incorn already trying to maybe be on the move. Pretty much Roglic is there. Ah, God. I'm recording this at the exact same time the race is being held. And I mean, the race is a madness, because right now I believe you have the likes of Remco Evenepoel, you've got pretty much Roglic, like, I think Cosnefroy as well is in the leading group. It's kind of a madness. So maybe PCM is going to try and do the race some sort of justice. And there's been a crash. There's been a crash involving Eric Bashka, but mainly involving Markus Højgaard, one of the co-leaders of Norway, Dylan Teuns, Victor Campenaerts, and European champion, Sonny Colbrelli. And he's not being awaited by any of his teammates. I don't know who's Italy riding for today, maybe Trentin, I was gonna say, like maybe Trentin or Nizzolo. It appears that they're going for Matteo Trentin, and the European Championship, or European champion, might not be world champion. Yet another crash, this time involving Joao Almeida, and the Portuguese leader is not only going to lose the world champs, he's also going to withdraw from them. Wait, the first cobble sector, what the fuck happened? There was one cobble sector and chaos has happened. Just this. And there's only 45 riders left in the peloton. Like, what the fuck just happened? Uri Sagan is going to protect his brother as we approach the big strat. Okay, I might need to be slightly more cautious about any kind of hills right now. More crashes in the peloton. This time we've got Luc Mesguet, Pierre-André Coté, Stéphane Debode. I think there was also one good rider that actually crashed. It was not the Novak, that's for sure. Alright, maybe I'm dumb. No, it was Sergio Higuita. It was Sergio Higuita that crashed for Colombia. 116 kilometers left. We are on the circuit with the Kaisersberg coming up. And everyone is back in the first peloton. For us, Peter Sagan is in a decent position. More crashes for Colombia, this time Fernando Gaviria, who actually joins back Sergio Higuita. So that's kind of cool. He's got a teammate as soon as he crashed. They should be back quite easily in the main peloton, led by many teams, but the rhythm isn't exactly well, very high. More crashes again. What's happening in this race? But Lutsenko and Stefan Kung have reached the floor. Daryl Impey just had a puncture for the former yellow jersey of the Tour de France. Yeah, this race is making well, it's hard to distinguish a winner right now, but you can already maybe think of some riders that have lost it. Right. Matej Mohoric, Victor Campenaerts, Cosnefroy, Pascal Ackermann, those are the latest riders to hit the ground. Bauke Mollema as well, Vegard Stecklangen. I think that's the second crash for Victor Campenaerts. Sébastien Langeveld, Benoît Cosnefroy, one of the French leaders. This race is extremely tough on some of the riders. And Diego Ulissi is also out of the race following a crash with Emmanuel Arviti and Peter Vakoc. Withdrawal, Diego Ulissi just withdrew, and I think there's a name I saw in A3. I think I saw a name in A3. Wout van Aert is out of his World Championships. The Belgian will not be winning and will not be second place like he's been for quite a while. That is big. That's big. Out of all the withdrawals, that might be the biggest one because he was the big favorite on his home turf. And he will not even be finishing the race. The amount of crashes there has been as Matej Mohoric hits the deck yet again is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. 45 riders left in the first group, led by France and the Netherlands. We still have 2 riders up front, Nielsen Paulus and Sylvain Dillier. They attacked 230 kilometers ago, and they're still here, so big shout out to them. I mean, they won't win, for sure, but, you know, big ups. Big ups them a lot, they've done well. Who's an A2? There's a favorite. I'm going to guess that's the group Matej Mohoric, right? Yeah, it is indeed. Mohoric alongside Gonçalo Serrano as Norman Vatra, Peter Vakoc, and Guillaume Boivin are out of contention for any kind of win on those World Champs. 22 riders left in the first group as there's been a slight break from the peloton. And with 30k to go, everyone has bridged together as we approach the St. Antoniusberg. Alright, I mean, that was a very, very small climb, I cannot lie, but we are, I believe, on the final circuit, or we're approaching it, at least that is for sure. We are on the final circuit. So it's kind of nice to see, I mean, what the finish looks like. We've already crossed it once, to be fair. Actually, more than once, earlier in the stage. And there's still a big, big peloton. I don't know if I should try to make the race difficult or not. Or if I should wait for a sprint, but I think for entertainment's sake, sorry, I might make it just a tad difficult. As Nils Pollitt has attacked, Victor Campenaerts has crashed yet again. That's number 4 for Victor Campenaerts. Zdeněk Štibar has also crashed. There's a huge attack here. Degenkolb, Lutsenko, Nils Pollitt, 2 riders from Germany, Deutschland. Let's go. Kurt Nielsen, okay, a lot of riders going for a move. We're gonna move UCI Chagan in protection. I think that might be the first time in his career, as there's a huge crash. Pascal Incorn as well. Cole Brady was the rider I saw. He crashed once earlier, the European champion, and he came back. This time, he probably will not. 17k to go. And UCI Chagan is going to try and lead his brother towards a 4th World Championship. Oscar Rizebek has attacked to try and bridge to Thomas Pidcock, the Brit, running strong in P1 right now. 26 riders in the chasing group. Who's that? That's Michael Valgren as well. A rider in a great form. He's won twice those past couple of days in the Italian races, the pre-World Champ races. All right, we're getting blocked here. Let's be real. We are getting big time blocked. 10k to go. UCI Chagan trying to reach the front of the group. 44 riders left. As Kasper Asgreen goes for a move. Denmark trying to get yet another title after Matt Pedersen. And that's a huge move. That might be the move I should have followed here. Asgreen and Mathieu van der Poel have gone. UCI Chagan is trying to maintain Peter in the front positions. 5.9k to go. Okay, now this is where I need to be smart here. We're gonna have this slight hill right here. Is anyone gonna attack? No. I'm gonna try and replace myself though. 4.5k. Garça Cortina, Nizzolo and Caleb. What? What do you mean? What do you mean, Garça Cortina, Nizzolo and Caleb Ewan? As there's a withdrawal for Alessandro De Marque. Alright, let's take a look at Vernie Moscon. 2.7k to go. This has been a very, very tricky race. We're gonna take the lead in this cobble sector here. Who's in our wheel? Arnaud Demar? Yep, that's disappointing because he's a very, very good rider. But we should have a slight downhill. We're going to launch the sprint now. 1.1k. Peter Sagan against Arnaud Demar. We're going to take the inside line. Can Arnaud come back? He most likely cannot. Peter Sagan is the World Championship. Well, wins the World Championship and is World Champion yet again. Demar in P2. Nizzolo, Matt Pedersen, Caleb Ewan, Cortina, Trentin, Pidcock, Mark Cavendish in P9, and Mathieu van der Poel to round up the top 10 of a World Champ. Held for the classic riders. Turns out it was a mass sprint in the streets of Leuven. a mass sprint, but what a sprint it was. Peter Sagan holding on to Arnaud Démare very nicely, and yet another World Championship for the Slovak. 7-time Slovak champion, 7-time green jersey, 1-time European champion, and now 4 times world champion for the marquee signing of Total Energy for the next seasons. It definitely isn't how I thought the race would have gone. I expected it to be a bit tougher, I'm not gonna lie. I expected some teams to try and do like more, because the fact that KW1 is in P5 kind of shows that the race isn't hard enough. But I came here to win, and I did so. Therefore, this is where we're going to wrap up the episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, then please do leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel and want to see more of my content in the coming days or weeks, then do feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the very near future. My name is Guillaume. Have an amazing day. See ya. Pass me the funk.